Okay. So, from yesterday's topic, we have covered DDL and DML. So today we'll be starting DQL. Okay, DCL and TCL will be covered later section. I mean, maybe day after tomorrow we'll be covering DCL and TCL. DQL is a huge thing. So what is DQL? DQL is data query language. I mean, what we are doing in DDL and DML, we are changing the table and we are changing the table's data as well. But DQL, we are not changing the data directly in the table, but we can change the visualization or the data representation of particular table. Not our table, we can use also multiple tables at single go. So select the table, to view the table's data in our own manner or the required manner. Okay. So this is the concept for DQL. We'll be quickly coming with the hands-on part with each of the examples and all. So I'm just minimizing the thing, opening my MySQL workbench. Connecting with my credential. Okay. Here is my database, and I think you have seen that we created that particular table, student, inside the schema name Teradata training purpose. Okay, so this is the table. We have only single table that we created. What I have done yesterday, so I have done a quick exercise over there. I just inserted some more records in the student table. Let me select it. So select is a DQL keyword which will help to select all the data from the particular table. So the syntax should be select star from the table name. Okay. So I have inserted so many records. You can see. So class 5, there are few records. For class 4, there are few records. For class 3, few of the records are there. So just like uh, some students' name, first name and last names are there with their roll number and their marks out of 500. Okay, I tried to insert those many records by insert command in my as exercise at my home. Okay, so select star from student, then I can see the entire table structure. Not table structure, the entire table data. We can do instead of putting star, we can put individual column name, roll number. Just like can put first name, can put last name, can put marks. Okay. So I did not put star over there. Rather, I can put the column name. So that's why if one or two columns are required for my side. So suppose we do not need first name and last name. We do not need to know what is the name of the student. We just need the class, roll number, and what marks out of 500 the student has received. Then I can search in this way. So I can limit the number of columns. Okay. So basically, I can also filter it out which particular columns I do not want to show in my screen, or for my analysis, I do not want to check the name, so that I can hide those stuffs. So this is column limited operation. We can limit the column over here. Which column I will be mentioning the thing over here, that should be represented. Okay. So it's just like a filtering condition on top of table columns, not rows. All the rows are present. You can see there are lots of rows. Actually, for 5, there are 5 rows. For class 4, there are 4 rows. Total 9, 10, 11, 12. So total 12 rows are there. We can see everything, but the column names are limited over here. Only class, roll number, and marks. Let me go back to star again. Star means it will be showing all the column again. Is a shortcut for seeing all the columns at a single go for the student. Okay. Going to the next topic. Okay. So it's on the filtering on top of row now. We have filter on top of column. So how to filter on top of row? So there is this many options we can restrict the data. Let me quickly show you. If you remember something in yesterday's session, we are using some where clause for filtering data, filtering record or filtering row. We can say anything is fine. I mean, those are examples. So each record is each row, and you can say the data as well. So I'm putting select star from student again. Where is the syntax for data level filtering? Suppose where class equal 5. That means it will be showing me the student where the class, this is the class equal 5, only these many rows, these many records. Let me check. Okay. Now someone question, maybe Niharika or anyone, that can we put multiple filter condition? That you told me that if we have same first name, then how to split it only one record. So we can put another condition over here as well. Putting and keyword. Suppose class 5, roll number 3. Roll number equal 3. Okay. If I just execute it, I can see class 5, roll number 3. So we can put multiple filter clauses splitted by and. You can also put logical OR operation. Then it's just like doing as a OR operation. It should be showing class 5 as well as class roll number 3. That time other classes roll number 3 will also be available over here if we are using OR keyword over here. Okay. Hopefully that is understandable. Now, let me check what are the thing. Restricting selection using comparison operator. Okay, we can put comparison operator as well. Just like uh, I want to see who are the persons or who are the student got the marks more than 450. So I can put this kind of comparison or greater than equal to 450. So this kind of comparison operator we can use. Okay, so only this many students got first division marks. Okay, so from 5 there are 3 students and 4 there are 2 students. No persons or no student has been received any first division from other classes. Okay, so I can put some other things over here. Restricting selection in keyword. Suppose okay, let me check the entire data set again. I'm selecting the entire student set. Okay, suppose I want to see class 5 and 4, both of them in at a single go. Then if we put multiple numbers in this filtering dimensions, then we need to put in clause. It's like class in within braces, I need to put 5, 4 or 4, 5, anything. Then both the 5 and 4 should be present. If we are going ahead with the single, then we can put just equal sign. Okay. But if we want to check multiple things, not only one, two, three, any classes, then for the multiple things we can put in. Even that should be working also in 5 as well. But in is especially for multiple selection for a single column. Okay. There is pattern based matching. How to do that thing? Just like how to check with. Okay. Let me check the entire data set again. So, okay, I'll be searching for whose last name is Kumar. Okay, or suppose I have only maybe I'm a headmaster I'm principal of that particular school, but I could not recognize the particular name of the student. I just can remember that the student is having the first name starting with capital H. Okay. I have lots of student. I forgot what is the student name. So let me search with this pattern matching, where first name I can put like. So over here I can use while character. I just know the first name of the student. That's why I put age. And the other things I do not know. Excuse me. So for that, I put this percent operator. Okay. So the percent operator will help me as a wild card for entire stuffs. So you can see only age is present for the first name, this one. Let me execute it. Let me check whether it's fine. Yes, it can pick it up with this thing. So this is a pattern matching kind of stuffs. You can use like keyword there, not equal, not in. It's only like. Then for the pattern matching, we can use the percent, where the percent is being used. Okay. Then we have between and keyword. So if we want to search for a range of selection, then we can use between and operator. How to check that one? Suppose we want to see the second division marks, which should be starting from 430 to 450. Okay, then we can check with this way marks. Let me delete this thing. Marks between 430 and 450. So this is, I mean, it's greater than 430, less than 450. This is the concept. Oh yeah, they will be taking the boundary condition over here in between and clause. That's why 450 has been calculated and 430 has been also been included. So just like for the range of selection, we can also show this thing, the greater than and equal between and keyword. This is another way to show, but this is just like a different set of visualization or coding technique I showed to you. Okay. So this between and keyword is there. And the last topic, restricting based on null value. I put a null value over there as well. I mean, actually, I didn't put any number for this last row. So to check the null value, I can put in this way, is keyword. Mux is in caps null. Okay. So this is the way to check it. Null means there is no value. Or maybe the operator has not put that particular student result, or maybe the student did not appear in the examination. That's why the marks has not been captured. It's blank value. So that's why it null. So where marks is null. So this is the way to check null. Is keyword should be there, is null. Okay. So this is the way to check. So this many way we can filter the data or records in a particular table. Okay. Till now, any doubt from anyone from the filtering approach? How we are filtering the records, we are limiting the records. Okay. Hope there is nothing. But if there is anything, please stop me and ask me questions if there is any stuck point or you need some understanding, clarity or anything. Okay. Okay. So going to the next topic. Uh, okay. Distinct keyword. Suppose let me choose. Okay. Our filtering thing has been covered. You can try the thing at your own. So let me choose only class over here. Select class from student. So we can see just like 55544 this way. Whatever the class has been entered in particular student table, those are showing the same thing over here. But if I want to check what are the distinct classes, I don't want to see all the fives, all the fours, all the three. Rather, I want to see only the distinct class. So then we need to put a distinct keyword. on top of that column. Okay. Select distinct class from student. It should be only giving us the distinct one, removing the duplicates. Okay. So only 5, 4, and 3. I think you got the point. So distinct is just like removing the duplicates and giving us only the numbers that we required for that particular department. Or it should be also working for the sets of columns as well. Okay. So going to the next topic, it should be also working for the sets of classes, class, roll number, but combination of class and roll number, it's always distinct over here in the student table. That's why nothing will be eliminated. Okay, roll number. I think the column name was roll number. Let me check. Yeah, sorry, it should be roll number. That's why it's thrown an error. Because roll, they did not find the roll column in student. Yes. So the combination of class and roll number, it's distinct in nature. So 5, 3, it's not present over there anywhere. So that's why all the things has been presented. Okay. So I can put distinct on top of roll number, then we can see again which roll numbers are distinct in nature. That is not the ideal scenario. I mean, we have separate class. For separate class, we have separate roll number. So that should not be an ideal scenario. What we are checking over here. Okay. So those are the distinct clause. Let me go to the next topic. Column alias. So we can rename a particular column. Just like over here. Student. Okay. So after specifying the class and roll number, let me update something. Just like I can use as keyword after the column where we are mentioning the column. We can put as keyword there, and we can put suppose standard. Instead of class, I want to visualize that particular column as standard. Okay, and roll number it's fine. So let me quickly run it. So we can see the class, the column name has been updated to standard. So it's alias. This kind of thing is called alias. So we can change a particular column name. This is for visualization purpose. I'm not updating the table itself because select is not update the table. Select cannot update a table. Select can just for that point of instance, we can change the visualization of the table. Okay. So aliasing, we are just using as keyword and which particular name I want to see, that is called alias. Standard. So we can also remove the as keyword as well. We can also put space, column name, space, the particular thing I want to see over there. It should be also working in this manner. Okay. So alias means I can put maybe some developers has created their table and they put underscores and all at the naming convention. But when trying to put the same thing in front of business user, okay, I need to change. I am doing something on, I mean, in front of business user. Okay, so this kind of underscore and some business logic at their end, I'm not able to show this kind of steps because business user will be asking me, what is this kind of column? So I'll be just trying to represent some meaningful way of the column name. That's why we can alias on top of that column. Okay, just like class can be converted to standard. So this kind of stuffs we can do. Okay, so that is the purpose of alias, and this is very much important as well. Okay, so what is the next topic? Concatenation operator. So the operator part I'll be quickly coming again, but today I just want to show something. What is concatenation? This is an inbuilt function, inbuilt string function as well. There are lots of function available in particular MySQL, some inbuilt functions. So I'll be just going through a concatenation operator over here. Just like let me pick class, roll number, I'll be doing concatenation between first name and last name, and I can create the full name of a student. Okay, so there is a particular inbuilt function which can concatenate two particular string. So it can use concat. This is a function, open brace and close brace, and we can pass first name, comma, last name. Comma should be there. Last name. Okay. And let me pass marks as well. Okay. So class, roll number, concat, first name, last name, marks. Let me run it. You can see class, roll number. Instead of having first name and last name in a different particular columns, we can concatenate them. Hitesh Kumar. Let me put a space there. I'll be also concatenating some space. So I'll be passing space within inverted comma. Space is a string, that's why. So first name, space, last name. And it should be showing us. Okay, so this is perfect manner how we can show the student name. So this is a kind of transformation we are using with the inbuilt function, string function always. Maybe tomorrow I'll be showing us some function on top of integer handling, float handling. So this is a string handling. I mean that concatenate function can be working on top of string. Okay, you can see class roll number, but the particular column name it's having a big name. It's showing us the entire calculation over here. So we can alias that stuff as I'm aliasing that stuff as student full name. Okay. Okay. Now it's much more meaningful. If the earlier one, if any principal or anyone is want to sing and I'm presenting them this kind of information, this was showing very bad. So now it should be a meaningful one. Student full name. Okay. Our data is this thing. This is our data in the tabular structure. But in select query, I have modified something and it's looking like in this way. Okay. So any doubt or any issue from your side? Nothing?
We can remove that as, right? Alias, we can remove that as and continue like student full name.
Yeah. That's why I mean we can put
Oh,
an I
okay,
mean
okay.
alias should be also working as space as well. Okay. So as we can put as, we can remove as with a space as well. No issue. So alias can be working in both of the way. Okay.
Can you explain that before? I'm sorry. Can you explain that before distinct? Like, what is the meaning here? Distinct class.
Okay. Distinct. Distinct means I mean
Yeah.
remove the duplicates. Select class from student. I gave this example earlier. So I can see the classes. Okay. So maybe I just collected some few of the records. I can clearly see only 5, 4, and 3 is present. But when a principal is checking their students' performance, actually I mean principal was checking what are the performance of the particular classes, the average result. That's why they will be assigning the class teacher or they will be changing the class teacher or just like this kind of concept they're checking. Then there should not be these 3 or 4 records. There should be all the students' records. Okay. So maybe there are 200 rows, but I mean the principal want to see what are the distinct classes that the result is having. Then they can put a quick distinct on top of the class. Distinct keyword is a keyword. It should be operating on top of multiple columns or single columns. Then it should be picking up only the distinct value on the data set in the classes available. We have only 5 standard, 4th standard, and 3rd standard results available in the student table.
Okay, okay. I got it, got it.
Okay.
Thank you, thank
And that should
you.
be operating on the multiple
Okay,
columns
yeah.
as well. But in our data set, if we just put roll number, the combination of class and roll number is already distinct over here. You can see fifth standard roll number 3 student is not repeated. Just like fifth standard number 1 student is not repeated. That's why we can put the distinct clause over here, but it should not be working properly. It should be as it is. Okay. So, I can put multiple columns over here. This thing should be operating the same way, but we need to just remove the duplicates over here. So there is no such duplication on top of this combination. That's why we cannot see any removal of duplicates over here. That's I want to convey over there. Okay. Anything, Devi, from your side, or it's fine?
Okay. Yeah, I got it. Thank
Okay.
you.
Okay. Yeah. Thanks for asking. Let's going to the next topic. So over here, we just learn a quick inbuilt function. The functions related stuffs I'll be covering again tomorrow. Okay. So the inbuilt function, obviously. And we also learned the alias part, how to rename the column. Even we can do something. Let me show you. While declaring the class, actually we should not use uh, just like for roll number. Okay. I think, let me quickly check. Even I'm not sure over here. So I cannot use space between column definition. But if I try to, I'm aliasing just as roll number spaces over there. Yeah, this is throwing an error. So I put roll number in this way, but I can alias it and put in double quote. I think that should be working. Let me run it. Yes, that is working. So you can see roll number. I can also put a caps way. So alias things also in internal, it's not roll number in this way. So I am presenting the data in front of principal. I am just an operator or database engineer, something. But principal is not, they're not understanding why this is underscore over there, because we cannot use spaces between, while declaring the column name. Okay. So yes, so I can work in this way. Just like student full name, I'm using underscore there, but I cannot directly put this kind of, I cannot remove the underscore from there or put special symbol over there in between columns. So just give me 1 second. Okay, sorry for that. I just have emergency call. Okay, so this kind of double quote we can use while putting the aliasing for our respective name. We can put it in this way. It's like we can put a double quote and use without underscore. We can use the full name. Okay, without the double inverted comma, it should be throwing an error. Let me select the statement and run it. Okay, so it is working with the spaces as well. Okay, hopefully that is understandable. Okay, so this is one of the most important topic. We can use some, now we onwards we are using, we are doing some manipulation on top of data. So we can go ahead with some aggregation function. So what are the aggregation function available? There is sum is summation of data, maximum of the data, mean, count, average. So let me quickly show you. Suppose principals give me, I'm the data base operator. I'm sitting beside a principal. So principal is saying, please help me with the information. What is the maximum number and who received the number for class 5? Okay. So we can search, select, max is a function. Top of marks from student. Where, okay, so this should be returning the maximum marks for all the data set. For all the data set means from this data set, what is the maximum one? It should be returning only this thing if I select only this. Now, but the principal's criteria is he wants to see only the fifth standard results who got the maximum. So where class, now I'm just combining a aggregation function as well as a filtering part where class equal 5. So it should be filtering first up on data. This data set will be filtering on top of class 5 result. Then they will be doing a max on marks. Okay. So you can see 470 is the maximum marks. Let me cross verify. 460, 470, 440, 465. Yes. 410. So this is the maximum one. It give me the correct
We have
result.
480.
Sorry.
We
Can
have
you please?
480.
Didn't get you properly.
We have 480, the maximum.
No, I just put the class equal 5.
Okay,
So
okay. Got it. Sorry.
yeah, no issue. Now the principal can say that give me the number of each of the standard who are the getting the maximum marks. Okay. Then the aggregation function will be properly working. Maybe I am grouping the entire result set on top of class. Then I'll be checking. I'm grouping the thing for top of class and I'm checking the maximum marks of the class. Then I just need to use the particular two columns, marks and class. On top of marks, I'm doing the max operation and I need to use a group by function over here because I'm grouping on top of class. Okay, let me show you the result. Then that should be helpful. Okay, so yeah, and then you can see now. So I'm just doing a group by clauses on top of class. In each of the class, what is the maximum marks? Okay, that is understandable, hopefully. And the same thing we can do for average as well, AVG. So I can see what is the average numbers for each of the classes. For fifth standard, we have this. Fourth standard, we have this. For third standard, we have this. Okay. We can also see only single average. Just we need to select only this portion. The average marks a student got or received. Or if we want to group by the result with, for the specified columns or just like this, we need to mention the things over here in the select clause. And based on which particular grouping I'm doing the thing, I need to specify the same thing in group by criteria. Okay, so this is the aggregation function. The same way we can do for summation, maximum, minimum, count operation. How many counts of the data is present over there and average. So these many operation we can do, but it's very much important for the data visualization perspective. So aggregation function, any doubt from anyone? Because this is very much important for your data analytics chapter. Maybe you are doing error solving things. You need, the group by operation is very much helpful, very much. Can believe, you need to be an expert on top of that one. And it's been used in each of the day if you are working in SQL to use the group by. Okay, one more thing. If you're just working on top of group by, but if you want to filter on top of group by, then we cannot use where keyword. Let me show you how to show you. So let me check the data set first. Okay, so okay, I want to check the average. Okay, average marks, class obviously. Okay, now the principal want to see who received the average, whose average is more than 440. Only show those many classes. So there I cannot put where where average marks greater than 440. I cannot select in this way. This is not the filtering approach because average marks I'm creating in this SQL statement. Okay. So where criteria will not be working, it should be throwing an error. This error. You have an error in the SQL syntax. So while doing the filtering part on top of, I'm just executing this part. Sorry, this part. Let me remove the log. Yeah. So while doing the filtering criteria on top of aggregation function, we need to use the having keyword. Having. Instead of using where, we need to use having after group by clause. Okay. Now we can see only greater than 440. I can do the filtering operation, but in its top of the aggregation function only. I'm not doing on top of any available columns over there. I'm doing these things on top of the aggregation function. That's why this is the way to do that. Have using having clause, having then average marks greater than 440. Okay. Hopefully that is understandable. Okay. So I think the last topic for today is sorting the data. So let me remove that thing. Now selecting the data. Okay. So over here, I can see just like this one. Let me put only 5 standard students where class equal 5. Class spelling is wrong. Should be throwing me an error. Okay, yeah. Okay, so I just shorted it. I mean, we just pick it only 5. Now, principal wants to see who received the maximum marks, who received the lowermost marks. I can use this way as well. Just like max marks, mean marks. This is an aggregation function, obviously. I'm not shorting the marks. I can get the max and mean marks for class 5. There'll be no issue. But I want to see the data as well. Not only the aggregation function, I want to see the data as well with the sorting manner. Then what we can do, we can sort the result. We have to use order by keyword. Order by marks there. Okay, so I just ordered the marks with ascending manner. By default, it should be ascending manner. If I use order by, give me 1 second. Okay, so order by marks, I just I just I mean we can visualize the result with ascending in nature. 410, 440, 460, 465. Now I want to see if I want to see the descending in nature, we need to use this keyword descending DESC at the end of the order by clause. Let me run it. Okay, so 470 Rajesh Sanyal, he's obviously roll number 1 as well. So he received most of the marks. And roll number 8 Shanti Mitra. As of now, what we have collected in the data set, she received 410. So this is the way we can sort the result. Okay.
Or we can put order by. I'm sorry. Right.
Yeah, tell
Yeah,
me.
we can put order by roll number as
Yeah,
well.
yeah, sure.
Order by roll number. Yeah.
Roll number,
Okay.
sure, we
Yeah.
can
Yeah.
do. Let me put descending in manner. So it should be 1, 3. Let me run it. Okay, 1, 3, 6, 7, 8.
Okay. Perfect. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, let me show one more thing then. You can see I'm removing class 5 result. Now I'm putting order by roll number. What is the output of data set? Let me check. Okay, we can see class 5, but all the roll number world should be coming first. But the class has been haphazardly mentioned because I'm doing order by roll number. So 1, 1, 1, 1. Then 2 will be coming. 2 is from third standard. 3, 3 is there for fifth and fourth. So it's just doing order by roll number. So order by can be working on top of multiple columns as well. Let me order by first on top of class. Okay. And then I'll be doing the order by on top of roll number. It should be also, I mean, we should be also careful which one is, which column we are putting at the first. So on giving the uh, order of this column, that order by should be working the precedence. So if I put roll number first, let me show you. I'm putting class first, then I'm putting roll number. I'm running the same query. So it will be ordered the class first in third standard. So on top of third standard, it will be sorting the roll number. So 4 again, then 1, 3, 4, 7, 5, 5, 5, 5, then 1, 3, 6, 7, 8. Then I'm just removing class from here. I'm putting class at the end. I mean, after roll number, I'm sorting this thing. After roll number, then I'm putting class. Okay. So it's doing the roll number ordered, then classes. Okay. But this is not a good way. It's obviously our how data analyst or how the business user want to see the data, we need to represent it. But this is not a good way. If I'm the principal and I must order first sort on top of class, then on top of roll number. Okay. So order by can be operated on multiple columns, not only 2, 3, 4, 5, anything, but we need to be our which thing we need to order by first, and that should be ordered by first, and inside that set, then the second column should be ordered by, then the third, fourth, that should be in this way. Okay. So I think that is understandable. Anything more I want to show you? Okay, I want to show you this thing as well, just for the select statement. So I can put star, I can put the column name over here as well. Let me put the marks. So this way, I have the star, I have the marks as well. No, it is not working in this way. Okay, so it should be working from the other database, but it's not working. Okay, no issue. So yeah, you can just consolidate this thing. Okay, I want to show you something, but that is not operable in this database. Some syntactic difference is there with other databases, just like Oracle and MySQL. So whatever I just want to show you, that is not been, it's not a feasible one over here. Okay, so till now, any doubt from anyone? Because we have almost end of the session. Niharika, is it fine for you?
Yeah, so I have a doubt.
Yeah, tell me.
Can't we create a rule number without space in the beginning itself? I mean, using quotes.
DDL itself, DDL?
Yeah,
No, we cannot
can't, right?
specify. A single
can-
word should be there.
Yeah. I got it.
Okay, in the DDL itself, it's a good question, obviously. So, in the DDL, we cannot put multiple word. Okay, even we cannot use a wild character. Just like at the rate or this kind of symbols over there in the column name.
We cannot.
Okay,
We cannot put,
not all
right?
the things are permissible. It should be throwing us error. That can be
Okay,
done in the alias part with using double quote. Okay.
Yeah, got it.
Okay,
And
it's very
also,
tell me.
when we use alias like
Yeah.
as, does it change the column name? I mean,
No, it will
permanently?
not change the
No,
column
right?
name inside the table. It's only the
Yeah.
visualization change.
Okay.
Okay, so just it is for everyone. We need to be careful. For select statement, we are not updating any value, any records in the table. We are doing some operation on top of table for our visualization. Okay, but it's not changing anything. So multiple times you can see I am checking my database again. What kind of operation I can prepare? Then I'm doing another select query over here. So I'm not changing the original table student that is been stored in our memory. We are doing some operation on top of that table and select the DQL part. Okay, data query language only can change the visualization of the data set. Excuse me. Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
then by using any key or something, we can change the name. I mean,
Yeah,
name of
by
the table.
alias, for changing the name of any fields, that can be definitely done from the DDL itself. Alter
Oh,
command is there.
yeah. Okay, got
Just
it.
like yesterday we use
Yeah,
alter
table
uh,
and table name, right?
alter table, correct? Table name.
Okay.
Then let me put I think rename keyword is there. Rename column class. I'll be renaming column class to standard.
Okay.
Standard. Okay, let me run it. Let me check whether rename is fine. Yeah, it executed. Let me just refresh it. Yeah, we can see this
Yeah.
thing has been updated. So this is
So this,
permanent.
so the syntax is first we have to give the table and table name, and then the column that we want to change, right?
Yeah. It's in
Okay.
DML, sorry, DDL, that what we have
Okay.
learned yesterday.
Yeah.
It's permanently modified the thing, but
Mm-hmm.
for aliasing part, we can, from that point of instance, we can view the result in this way.
Okay.
Okay. So it's understandable for everyone as well, I'm assuming. Akhil, Bharadwaj. Bharadwaj, I think I know you from the previous session.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm good.
Sai as well. Yeah, tell me, Bharadwaj, you were asking something? Or
No, I said I'm good. No, I don't have any doubts.
okay. I think
Yeah.
everyone is understanding that. Uh,
Mhm.
I'm just feeling happy for that. Yeah.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
okay then. If there is nothing for today, then I think we can wrap up for today's session. Let's connect tomorrow for another stuffs of DQL. DQL is a huge thing. Some more topic we'll be covering for DQL. Then next week, this week, I think tomorrow is the last class. Then in the next week, we can go ahead with DCL and TCL, and hopefully we can close SQL topic. Or maybe another day we can take with quick homeworks and all. Please install the software at your site so that we can give some exercise to do. It should be very small exercise, but try at your end. Whatever you cannot do, we can quickly uh, do at our side as well. Okay. Okay, then that's all for today's session. Thank you very much for attending the session. Let's connect tomorrow. Okay. Thanks everyone. Bye bye. Have a great day.
Hello.
Yeah, tell me. Okay,
Yeah.
Niharika, tell me.
So I have a doubt. So
Yeah,
in
tell me.
installing itself. So
Okay, installing
can,
part, if other person is good, then uh, you can feel free to drop off. Let me just pause the recording. Then we can. Okay, Niharika, you can go ahead. But the other person, you can feel free to drop off. Okay, I will just quickly check the installing part.
okay.